Hi, I'm Aileen, and I'm so glad you can join me. Today I'm going to take you through a class that uses your body weight to help you get stronger. We'll be using different angles on the chair. Make sure you have a water bottle handy to stay hydrated, and of course you want to make sure your chair is very sturdy. If you notice, I've put mine on a mat, help me from sliding around on the floor. Let's get warmed up. Start with your legs in front of you. Take a deep breath in, all the way up. Exhale, one more. Lift the chest, sit nice and tall in your seat. March with your right leg. Now you can keep your hands down on the chair for security, or if you can add them right away, that really helps to warm your body up. Your legs can be bouncy and you can lift your feet off the ground more if you like. One more set, just like that. Chest up, deep breath. What's so great about body weight work is you can do it pretty much anywhere, which I love. From here, just tap your heels, heels, heels. Now the more you lift, the more you'll engage your abdominals. If you want to add a little more pressure, push down with the hands, and that's going to add a little bit of intensity. One more set. So I'm pushing down fairly hard, and there's a little bit of rocking, which is perfectly fine. Let's do a few more, and then we'll start staggering the feet. So right leg will come forward slightly, and then switch. So right and left, and right, left, right. Pick the legs up, or you can always just step forward if you need to. Then step tap with the left leg. At the arms, you can step as wide as you feel comfortable. The wider you go, the hips will really warm up quickly. Arms just open and close, or again, you can keep them on the chair if you feel more comfortable. One more set. Open and close. Then back to the heel bump, right here, heel. Four more, and then we'll take the left leg to the front, little switch staggers. So press, change, press, change. Lean back, engage your abdominals. You could hold on to the chair if it helps lift your legs, perfectly fine. Two more. Then step tap with your right leg. This time, change the arms to a little wide biceps curl. So V out and in. One more set. Let the arms swing a little bit more. Then stomp your right foot and your left foot on the ground, nice and slow. Stomp and stomp. Widen your stance. So I'm wiggling on the chair to open up the legs. Last four. Stomp, push on the legs, shoulders side to side, right to feel the inner thighs opening up. Keep your hips firmly planted. Hold on the right, stay there. Drop your knees so that the legs are parallel. Hands can be on the chair or on the thigh. Lean back slightly, squeezing the rear end for the reach. Then we're going to incorporate the lower leg into this stretch. So lean back, squeeze, squeeze, and stretch the lower leg. Squeeze the rear end and stretch. And you want to stay within your own comfort zone the entire time. One more. Tuck your left leg in, extend your right, and stretch out into the hamstring. Stretch out. Almost think about taking your nose over the knee. Just a little push through the heel. Press. Two more. Then stomp with your left leg and your right. Stomp. Wiggle your hips so that you feel secured on your chair. And if you feel you need more time on your transitions, just take them. I'm pushing down again, using the abdominals. Shoulders are low. Shoulders side to side. And press. Two over. Let's do a couple more. Then hold on the left side. Drop your knee, find your position. Notice I've readjusted. Squeeze the rear end and lift. Hand can be on the thigh. You can hold the chair if that feels more comfortable. Squeeze the rear end and lift. One more, and then we'll add that lower leg again. Squeeze the rear end, squeeze, and stretch. Notice the bend forward. That's also a great back warm-up. In. Here's your last one. In. Then tuck your right leg in. Open up into that hamstring and sit and lift. Sit and lift. Just a little stretch. Almost feel like you're pushing your heel away and driving the hip and heel away from each other. Give me a couple more. Reach and lift. Last one. And then just stay on this side, march so that you're wiggling the hips and set yourself up into a stagger position. The stagger position has one leg out in front, one leg in back. So your right leg is behind. You can use the chair to help. We're just gonna think of a squat. So weight into the heels and lift. Your goal is to try and lift your hips out of the chair. You can go all the way to a stand if you like, but I just want you to think, weight in the heels, use your hand on the thigh, use your hand on the chair. Think of having perfect posture as you go up and down. You should never fall when you sit. It's very controlled. I love this position because this would be a practical way to get out of a chair. One leg in front, one leg in back. Much more stable. And lift. We have one more set, just to make sure you've gotten a full set. If you feel you need a break, maybe do every other repetition. Think of lengthening your neck every time you get up or push forward. Let's do two more. Nice long set, just so that you can get them nice and warm. Then set up with your feet parallel, hands to the front of your legs. You're gonna focus on pushing down. Two different directions, watch the rotation. Press on the legs, and then on the thigh and back of the chair. Press down, push. So this is for shoulder strength and rotation, core strength, and a little bit of chest work. So this is an exercise that incorporates a lot of different body parts. As you lean back, try not to round. Push against your leg. So press down with your arms on both sides. Push into the chair and against your leg. Let's do a few more. Down, squeeze, and rotate. If you follow with your eyes, you're also training that brain. Just a little bit. Reach. Then adjust your front leg. Your right leg is going to drop. You can hold the chair. Make sure the knee is below the hip. Hand on the thigh. Pull the knee open and close. This is hip rotation. Out. If it feels too hard by pushing on your legs, then don't push on the leg. But the key is to squeeze your rear end and get a nice opening of the knee. There should be no knee pressure, and the toe is super light in the ground. I'm holding the back of the chair just for security, and the harder you push on your leg, the more chest work you keep doing and leg work you'll do. Let's do a couple more. Squeeze. Then let's change the pace. 3 up, 1 down. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2. So you're doing tiny pulses. 3, 2, 1. Start to feel it in this rear end. Let's do 4 more and you're done with this exercise. 3, 2, light toe, light knee. Nice open knees. Last 2 right here. 1 more. Then relax the leg, bring it forward. Take your right hand onto the chair and think of putting weight in the shoulder. This is called a bridge. You don't have to lift your hips off the chair, but if you can, try and lift and sit. This is for total body strength. Right over the arm and down. You can also use the back of the chair to help. Push both of your feet into the ground to also assist the body lift. This is amazing for your core strength, which is all the muscles between your shoulders and your hips. Front to back, side to side. 2 more. Lift, release. March your legs away from you. Set on the corner of your chair. Hands are going to come together for, again, some arm strength. Elbows are low this time, and all you're going to do is tilt back, tilt the pelvis under, and lift one knee and down. That's all it is. When you lift the knee, think of closing your rib cage. So these are great abdominal and back strengthening. You're also working your arms because the hands are being compressed. Lift and down. Very slow and deliberate. Think of pulling your belly button in when the knee lifts. The rib cage closes like you're putting on a corset. Shoulders are low, and the more you lean back, the harder it is, but you shouldn't feel any back pressure at all. Down. 2 more. Lift and down. Here's your last one. Lift. Ease off, come straight up into a seated position. Wiggle walk to the middle of your chair. Give your body a bit of a break. Grab a drink at this point if you need one. Keep an eye on your heart rate. It shouldn't be elevated by too much, but that is the sign that you're working a little harder, so perfectly fine if it's up a little bit. From here, let's start with your left leg out to the side on a toe. Hold your chair with your left arm. Right arm's going to work across. This is an inner thigh press. Inner thigh press and open. So as you push against the inner thigh, you're working the opposite muscle we did from the outside. Open. Try and cross your knee a little bit past your belly button. Cross and open. You want to keep breathing throughout this set of exercises. In and open. Last 4. Tighten the inner thigh, squeeze the rear end as you bring that leg across, and try not to change your posture. Here's your last one. Center the legs, wiggle walk to release the hips. You should feel it in the hip and in the inner thigh. Set up on the other side right away so we can compare apples to apples. Arm out, hold the chair if you need to. Elevate your chest, inner thigh compression. Press. As the arm goes out, raise your body up. Now I'm pressing to the toe a little wide. You don't have to go that wide. The most important part of this exercise is the push in the inner thigh. This will actually do a little stretch. Cross body and lift. Hold the chair if you need to. Cross body. Let's do 8 more. Exhale or inhale when you compress, whatever feels more natural to you. Let's do our final 4 and focus on pushing a little bit harder with the hand. Press a little harder, open. And if you need a break, wait 1 of the repetitions or 2 of the repetitions. Here's your last one. Let's wiggle walk the legs again, right to left. Roll the hips side to side. Open up the legs shoulder width apart. We are going to do a series of squats, so make sure your toes are even. Start with a small push onto the heels as a tester. When you're ready, push and sit. Press into the heels. If you can go all the way to a stand, go ahead and do that. But you want to make sure you can sit very controlled. As you're doing your squats, again, pressing into the thighs, or pushing off handles on the chair will help you work your squats. 2 more. Here's your final set of 8. And down. Lift. And down. Shoulders back. Perfect posture. If you start to wiggle, waggle your knees, maybe take a break. Final 4. And. That control is so important. Just hang with me. Last one. You got this. Hands move to the back of your chair. Fingertips facing down and keep them pretty low. Try not to raise your shoulders at all. With resistance, push the chair. Push, and elbows stay in line with your shoulders. Try not to lock out your elbows. We're working the muscles behind the upper arm. In. If you push down with your feet and resist with your heels, that'll make the movement a little more difficult, which is great. You want to work the upper arms as much as possible. Pick up your pace. Press and press. Squeeze. Remember not to lock your elbows. Keep everything in control. Chest out. Push with your heels. Here's your last one. Hold your body forward. Open your hands up and think. Pinkies away from you. Pinkies away from you for 2 sets. So you should be feeling it behind your arms right now. Lift, lift. Last 8, you're there. 8. Final 4. 3, 2. Relax your arms. Start to wiggle, walk over to your other side for your stagger position. Check your feet, make sure they're offset. Hands on the chair for help. Hand is on the leg for help as well. Let's start. Add some load and then sit back. Tall posture. So as you feel more comfortable, add a little more lift. And sit. The pace is controlled. I don't want you working quickly, and if you have a handle on your chair, just situate yourself in a place that's pretty comfortable so you're not hitting your chair. Lift and control. Knees should not move out and in, just like the squat. We've got 4 more. Just to make sure you've got a nice clean set. This is where you would take a break if you need one. Think of lifting that head up and long. Square off your feet. Hand push again on the thigh, but this time I'd like you to push slightly to the outside of the leg. So we're gonna go squeeze on the legs, press on the outer thigh and on the chair. Outer legs, so don't let the knees collapse, and open, just to give you a different kind of press. In, and open. A lot of chest and shoulder work on this exercise. The harder you push, the more engage those muscles. So you're in control. If you need to go lighter, go lighter. Let's do 4 more. Cross the leg, press, and out. And we're gonna do a little different hold at the end of this exercise. And open. 2 more. Squeeze those legs, keep the knees from collapsing, open. Now on this one, hold forward, but instead of pushing, I want you to take your back of your palms on your inner thighs and just push out. Just for 10 seconds, push out, lift the chest. Squeeze the shoulder blades behind you. Focus on that big extension. Last 4. For 4, 3, 2. Drop your front leg. Set up for your abduction, outer thigh, up and down. Remember to take your time transitioning. There should be no weight in this toe. Even though it looks like I'm pressing, I'm really not. It's super light. Change this leg position to suit you. If you need to be forward more, that's fine. The goal here is a rotation in your hip as much as possible. You press as hard or as light as you like. And if you lean back, it's going to feel different than if you lean forward. So find the perfect spot for you. And up and down. Lift. Last one, and we'll do the triple. The 3 up and the down. Just tight squeeze at the top. Tight, 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 and release. Tight, tight, tight. Right about now, you should be feeling it right here. Last 4. Deep breath. Sit up really tall. Just when you feel like you're going to start to lose it, sit up really tall. From here, bring the leg back in. Set up for your bridge position. So arm back, start with a little push. Push and down. Press. If you can lift off the chair, that's great. You can also use the back of your chair and sit. Try not to lock the elbow that's being worked. Keep your body weight directly over your shoulder. Give me 4 more and you're done with these. This is a total body exercise. Don't forget to use your feet into the ground to help lift your body weight. Final one. Easy march out. Walk the feet away from you for another series of abdominals. This time we're going to change the legs. So hands are going to be in front long. You can clasp the hands together if you like. Tilt your pelvis under. Watch the knees. Front leg, tap the toe on the knee. Tap and out. If this is too difficult, just holding this position will work your abdominals and back. This is great for hip strength. If you can tap your toe to your knee, that's awesome. That's mobility in the hip. Front, turn that knee out if you can, and out. Here's your last 2. Out and in. 1 more, you've got this. Ease off, walk back to the center. Just take a nice little break. Last 4. Let's strengthen the front arms. Biceps curl. Grab the bottom of your right thigh and just lift for 8. So it's 8. Try and let the leg go completely dead in your hands. Now, if you have trouble lifting with your hands, you can always put a towel under your leg and lift with a grip. 4 more. Just want to make sure you get a full set. Let's take the other side. Give the hands a break in between if you need to. Really feel the muscles of your arm pulling the leg. This is your functional training, like picking up your groceries or something off the ground or table. Give me another 8. So 2 8s each side. Take breaks if you need to. I say that a lot, but I mean it. Every day we feel differently. So you have to assess things on a daily basis. Relax your arms, open your legs to a sumo position. Focus on keeping the toes pretty even, and let's start our sumo squats. As you put weight in the heels, you're gonna find that you're gonna push forward. Hands can be on arms if you have arms on your chair. Lift, then add a little toe tap. So we're gonna go up, toe tap in on your right. Just a little hip abduction, adduction, in and out. If you feel like that's too quick, take out the tap. Just do the sumo lift. The reason I'm doing this little exercise is you'll notice Your feet don't always go back to your same spot. We want to encourage that as much as possible. Toes even. Last 4. Lift. 2 more. Last 1. Then bring the legs back to center. Biceps again. This time only 8. 7. 3, 2, hold up, hold. Try and hold it there. See if you can just relax your leg. Make the arms work. Last 4, 3, relax the hand, other side. 8 lifts. Deep breath in. All right, you ready for your hold? Let's go. Hold. Spread your fingers. Lock your shoulders down. Make your muscles strong. Feel that tightness. Release. 4, 3, 2. Arms, let them go. Just come up to your big toe, second toe. So calf work. Bring things down, but still work the lower legs. Both hands on your right. Press down. You're still going to move your left though. Keep it going. Change, other side. Think big toe, second toe. I encourage you to not roll to the pinky. We want to develop the muscles on the inside of the arch of the foot. Then let's go back to separating the hands for your final push. Ready? 4 more. 4, 3, 2. Hold your tippy toes. Hold there. Hold. Now tighten the muscles behind your lower legs. Feel that stretch. Feel that reach. Feel that push. Relax. Heel dig. Just stretch those calves out. Take your right leg to the side. Hold on to your chair. Extend your right arm out. Nice long extension in that rib cage and leg. Come back to center, square off. Other side. Left toe, left arm. Feel that side reach. Maybe go a little bit further. Come back in, right back to center. One more time. Leg and arm reach. But this time, let's change the leg position, turn and bend the knee. Press into the hip. Squeeze the rear end. Feel that nice long stretch. Come forward for the reach. Extend the heel back. Back to neutral center. Wiggle, walk it. Left leg, toe out. Extension, but this time roll. Tuck the knee in. Squeeze the rear end for the stretch in the hip. And extend all the way through the lower leg. This should not be a hard drive though. It should be a nice soft knee. Center, come on back to the middle. Take your right leg out in front of you for a hamstring stretch. Press forward. Feel the heel and the hip pushing down for the stretch. Take the leg either ankle to ankle or up and over if this is comfortable. Lift your chest for a stretch. Rotate away from your knee for a back stretch. Then take the other leg. Heel forward, press into the hip. Then you make your choice. Could be down low or up high. Drop the knee to the side. Rotate all the way through the back. Bring the leg off. Center up, both arms up. Take a deep breath in. Hands on the shoulders, pull your elbows back. We did a lot of chest work. Roll the shoulders. One more time. Deep breath in, arms up. As you exhale, just relax the back. I hope you loved all the bodywork exercises we did on the chair. Hope you're feeling stronger. Grab some water. Until next time.